my first record, like as you said, being in this genre and stuff of Black Sabbath, was the Paranoid record. That was the one that that's still my favorite. I think probably because it was the first time I was introduced to Black Sabbath. You know, you heard Iron Man, Paranoid, songs like that, but it was the first time I listened to the entire record. Was the Paranoid record, and I was just curious what your first experience was like listening to Sabbath.
I remember I had to be like maybe about 11 years old. And we were it was in school in art class. I remember my buddy Tommy at the time, he had a skull. You know, we were doing like sculptures, like a Color Me Mine kind of thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was with ceramics, and he made a jawless skull, which is basically Scully in the Black Label, Brave corporate logo. You know, just the jawless skull. And I was like, oh, and he had a lightning bolt going through, and it said Black Sabbath 666 or whatever. I was just like, oh, what's that? And he goes, oh, it's this rock band my older brother listens to. I never heard him or anything like that, you know, because all I heard was, you know, I was into Elton John, and, you know, you had AM radio, you know, top 40 radio.
Right.
So I was just like, this is before classic rock and everything like that. So I was just like, oh, wow. Well, you know, because it looked cool. So I remember the first album I got was We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. And, you know, like, being that I'm Catholic, I put the record on, and halfway through the first album, I became a full-blown Satanist. And by the end of the album, I converted back to Catholicism just so I could thank God for creating Black Sabbath. So there you have it.
That's one of the best explanations I have ever heard to a question about the origin of fucking listening to music. I love that.
And it's a true story.
Yeah, dude. You can feel it. No, that's fucking awesome, man. You mentioned you're a Catholic. You were born Catholic, obviously, because you said this was like 11 years old and stuff, and you're still are you still Catholic practicing?
Oh, yes. I actually this one guy asked, I saw on Facebook, because I post every Sunday, Blessed Sunday to everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like somebody goes, is Zakk Christian? I go, oh, yeah. He's with the most satanic form of Christianity. He's Catholic. I was just like, wow, I never heard that one, but yeah, I'll take it. But yeah, pretty funny, man.